The Fool Tarot Card Meanings. The Fool is a very powerful card in the tarot deck, usually representing a new beginning and, consequently, an end to something in your old life. The Fool's position in your spread reveals which aspects of your life may be subject to change. The Fool portends important decisions ahead which may not be easy to make, and involve an element of risk for you. Approach the changes with optimism and care to gain the most positive outcome. In general, this card would indicate new beginnings that have some deeper spiritual meaning. Spiritual in the sense that is meaningful in terms of your inner self. Being religious and being spiritual are not the same thing. It does not mean religious here. You can be spiritual without being in the least bit religious. For example, starting a new relationship would be considered meaningful and hence spiritual. Buying a new pair of shoes would not. The appearance of the Fool can depict an important fresh start in almost any aspect of your life. Life is cyclical and you will experience fresh starts many times as you grow spiritually. The Fool means another new journey is about to begin. Past. The risks you have taken and your original thinking have brought you success. By doing things in a new way, you have allowed for great potential. Present. At this moment, you are entering a new phase of life. The experience of this change may seem good or bad now, but its influence will be clearer in the future. Assessing the risks is crucial to making the right choice. Future. In order to succeed, you must find new ways to bring about the achievement of your goals. When the opportunity comes, you must be willing to shed old habits, and if it never comes, it may be time to create it for yourself with new methods. The Fool represents new beginnings and carefree adventure. Though this card could indicate foolishness, it is more optimistic in the sense that it stands for pure actions and being free from the constraints of your present life. More than likely, there are important decisions coming your way, and the answer to your question is yes. No key dates, ruled by Uranus. Work. Other people may not understand or support your new ideas and/or proposals, but if you know that you're right, press ahead and try to help them to understand where you are coming from. Do make sure that you are right though, and that you are being stubborn for all the right reasons. The Fool can sometimes indicate finding a new position. This could be within your existing job and might even mean a promotion. If, however, you are not satisfied with your current lot, it can mean that now is the time to look for a new job that suits you better. It can also mean that the time could be right for you to go off on your own and start your own business. That's a scary prospect for most people, but if it's something that you've been idly considering, then the Fool means you should be giving it serious consideration. Love. The meaning of the Fool in the context of love could indicate that you aren't ready for a commitment. At least not yet. Even though others may be pressing you for one, now is not the time. There is nothing wrong with having fun, and indeed this card is a positive harbinger for your love life. Lots of fun seems to be in the offing, and this is what you want right now in an existing relationship. If, on the other hand, you are looking for a new relationship and hopefully love, then make sure you don't let your desire for fun let you overlook the real thing should it come your way now. When you're wrapped up in having fun, it can be easy to overlook the possibilities in a new relationship. True love is not always instant, so you need to make sure you're aware that it could be creeping up on you. Finances. In terms of finances, the Fool is an extremely positive significator. It doesn't mean that you will win the lottery, I'm afraid. It's not impossible, of course, but not very likely, but it does mean that one way or another you will see an increase in money. Whether it's an inheritance, a new job with better money, a promotion, or even just a pay rise, you can expect a windfall of some sort. That doesn't mean you should just sit back and take the day off while you wait. Trust yourself, work hard, and you will do better than you expect. Perhaps more importantly, the Fool lets you know that no matter what happens financially, you will be all right in the long run. You will come out on top. Health. It's possible that you'll be slightly accident-prone when the Fool is appearing. Be present in the moment and don't take silly chances. It's amazing how many pitfalls can be avoided with a little common sense, so don't get carried away and take avoidable risks. Overall, though, when this card appears, your health is very likely to be on the upswing. If you're having health problems, you are very likely to find the people and items you need to make headway toward a full recovery. Mind over matter can be very helpful. Positive thought is important and should come fairly easily to you now. Spirituality. When this card appears, you are likely to be in or nearing a period of experimentation. You may well have a desire to try out lots of different approaches to spirituality to see how they fit for you personally. There is nothing wrong with this exploration of possibilities. Just make sure you don't get too carried away in any one thing while you are just shopping. There are many possibilities out there and you will find the one that is right for you. If you are not yet exploring spiritual possibilities, then this card can indicate a powerful need to gain a deeper knowledge of spirituality. Your friends and family may not understand where this is coming from. Regardless of their attitude, you have to do what is best for you. Tarot card history. According to tarot historian Tom Tadford, traditional playing cards were first seen in Europe in 1375, having been brought over from the Islamic societies where they had been used for centuries before that. These cards were not, however, tarot cards. At this point, he says, there is no evidence to show that tarot cards had yet been created, which goes against many claims that ordinary playing cards evolved from the original tarot deck. It wasn't until 1440 that the cards that were most likely the origin of tarot cards were first mentioned. In a letter from the Duke of Milan, there was a request for several decks of triumph cards to be used at a special event. The letter differentiated triumph cards from regular playing cards. It does appear, however, that the first tarot decks were created as a game. There were 4 suits with cards numbered 1 through 10, and also court cards that included a queen, king, knight, and page. The deck also included 22 symbolic picture cards that did not belong to any suit. The decks were used to play a game called Triumph that was similar to bridge. In Triumph, 21 of the 22 special picture cards were permanent trump cards. The game spread quickly to all parts of Europe. People began referring to as tarocchi, which is an Italian version of the French word tarot, around 1530. In 1781, in France and England, followers of the occult discovered tarot cards. They saw the symbolic pictures of the cards as having more meaning than the simple trump cards they were used for at the time. They used the cards as a divination tool, and occult writers wrote about the tarot. After this, the tarot became a part of occult philosophy. There are also those who believe that tarot cards originated in Egypt. In some circles, they are thought to be the sole surviving book from the Great Fire that burned the libraries of ancient Egypt. In this theory, the cards are considered to be the hieroglyphical keys to life.